It's kinda nice to sit here with the company of leopard and the guardian tiger in the warm spring sun. Eventually that silence becomes awkward, so I try to strike some conversation. So, Mr. Leopard, why did you come to me? You gave me this ability to see you, so there had to be a reason, right? Ask help. What do you want me to help you with? Are there any issues with your tribe? Is it something you need from me? He starts to think, whether he's trying to think up what to say or just the Mandarin to say it. I don't know. He remains frowning in silence for some time. Need talk. Talk with me? Someone need talk with me. So does someone need to talk to you? So I understand. So you need a person who can communicate with the spirits like an oracle. Right, oracle. So you want me to be your oracle? I guess it's kinda similar to being a Jitong. But why me? I'm not a part of the Rukai. Doesn't your tribe have their own oracle? Hasn't been for a long time. So, basically it's a similar situation to back home. But even if you need someone to help you, isn't it a bit forward to ask a Jitong like me? I'm way too young to be an oracle, right? In my family we worship hand gods. Wouldn't that cause problems with your tribe? I didn't know you worship hand god. Well, fair enough. You wouldn't have been able to tell. Now you know that my family worships Mazu. Would it not be inappropriate for me to be your oracle? Even if I wanted to, I doubt your people would accept a person from a different race to be the oracle of your gods. I'm sure you understand the situation. You should give up. It's ridiculous to force a Jitong to be your oracle. Tiger, you should let him speak for himself. Leopard remained silent for some time. My people, not let know. That isn't okay. Unacceptable. Lying would just cause you trouble, especially if the truth is revealed someday. But it required. Why is it something urgent? I can help you contact with your people. Once that's done, I could be on my way and there won't be any issues. No, a long time. Oh, okay. Still, I've already said I can't make a promise to help you. I don't want you to waste your time staying with me. You're free to leave if you want, so even if I don't help you now, are you still going to stay with me? He nods his head with his conviction. I stay. Help you. Wait for you when you help me. So the Aborigine is. Alright, fair enough. It's not easy to get this guy to give up, is it? I don't have another choice but to work with him for now. I guess I'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. For now, I've had enough rest, so I stand and get ready to get back to practice. Alright, let's go. We'll dance till we run out of energy. We keep on practicing together till I'm exhausted and my body aches. On our way back home, we walk past the vending machine in the corridor. Something seems wrong. If I'm seeing things right, the refill door is ajar. Hey, Leopard, you paid for the coffee, right? Liao, he's a spirit. How else would you think he got it? Just leave it be. Oh, okay. I decide to ignore it and go home. Oh, he stole it. Sunday. I hope I'll finally have a nice relaxing day off. Though with these 3 cats still around, I doubt they'll leave me alone. Liao, how about we go shopping today? Liao, do you not want to fulfill my request? Man, I just woke up and they're already onto me. How'd things turn out like this? Who should I do? I don't know. I want to go with Tiger. I feel bad with him, but we'll go with Senpai. Well, if I have to choose, I'd want to spend time with Senpai. And if I didn't go with him, he probably wouldn't leave me alone. Yay! Well, Liao, if you must, I would like to accompany you. So, would you want to come with us? I told you yesterday. I'd worry if you were with that kitten alone. You're way too overprotective, old man. But I'm okay for you to come with us. Just don't bother us on our date. This isn't a date. Liao, there's no need to be so shy. I'm fine as long as I can keep watch over Liao. Okay, but no eavesdropping. And remember, Liao can make his own decisions. It's not up to you to control him. Of course, that's the same to you as well. I won't force Liao to go anywhere he doesn't want to. That's alright with you, Liao? Actually, you've tried to do just that several times. Senpai is constantly trying to get me to have dinner with him after all. Though it's not like I've made an effort to compromise with him either. Ah, fine, I swear I'll behave myself today. Liao, could you please go out with me? Alright, absolutely, let's go. I asked Leopard to look after the apartment while we're out. Afterwards, I leave with Senpai and Tiger and Tao. Ooh, we're here. So Liao, is there any shopping you want to do? Anywhere you want to go? What? Well, I don't really shop for myself that much. I've only lived in Taipei for half a year. I don't really have any interest in shopping, so I really hung out with my classmates. In fact, I've only been to the shopping district once since I lived here. Well, how can that be? Don't tell me you just stay at your home every weekend. Well, there isn't much to say. He's right, I really go out on weekends. Let alone head out in the city. I kind of am embarrassed to admit it, but I think it's nicer at home. That's okay, I'll be your tour guide today. Shopping, eating, arcade games, or movies? What do you want to do, Liao? Well, let's see here. I don't know. Is he gonna give me options? Wait, aren't you cold wearing that? It may be spring, but it's still cool outside. Even if we're out in the city, it's not enough to wear a thin jacket. Oh, I'm fine. After all, I'm also a guardian tiger. The fact a god cannot get sick won't stop your body. You should put something on. After all, it would be terrible for you to ruin Yan Shuqi's body. Quit it, old man. I can look after myself alright. I know I won't get that sick easily. Even Yan Shuqi would wear this unless it was freezing outside. So there's really no problem with this. If anything, it's a shame I didn't dress up more for today, right, Liao? That's totally irrelevant, but he's right. I've never seen Senpai wear much. I'm fine as long as you aren't feeling cold. Just remember to tell me if you do, and we'll find something for you. It's not like we're in shortage of clothing stores around here. The street we're on is littered with stores. Even with a brief glimpse, I see at least 2 clothing stores, however both of them are for women. It's fine now, I'll be alright. Oh yeah, I also just remembered, there's something around here I think you'll like. Senpai cheerfully leads me around the corner and up to one of the street side stands. I wanted to ask Senpai what he meant, but when we got there I could pretty much figure it out. The stand before me was festooned with fuzzy stylized animal hats. They hang from the top of the stand to the floor in below in vibrant rows of fuzzy colour. They had a wide variety including dogs, bears, tigers, deer, raccoons, as well as some from a few cartoons I didn't recognize. How about this? You think it suits me? Oh, it's adorable! Senpai tries on a hat that looks like a husky. Wait, is it okay to try these straight off the shelf? The clerk comes over and starts introducing the products for us. Honestly, I thought he'd ask Senpai to take the hat off, but he happily continues with his spiel. Senpai adjusts the hat and swings around dramatically. The dangling pom-poms swoosh around in the air as he moves. Hey Liao, cute right? Yeah, it's cute. Before me is a kitten, actually a leopard cat wearing a husky hat on its head. It's very cute. When you think about it, his cat ears are covered by the dog ears. It's a very strange straw. Great. So, doesn't that mean you should buy it for me now? Wow, why do I need to buy it? Isn't it common sense to buy a gift for your partner on a date? It's still not a date, you know, and what common sense is that? Oh, Liao, when you just worried that I was too cold. Come on, buy it, please. The hat is so thick and fuzzy and those ears flaps would cover his ears from the cold wind outside. Also, the price is pretty cheap. It wouldn't mean that much of a hassle to buy it for him, but I really should get it for him because he told me to. I'll buy it, it looks good on him. Alright, I'll buy it. I hand the money to the clerk. He gives back my change with a smile, ignoring Senpai's weird comments. Still, I'm a little embarrassed. Senpai shouts of joy when he sees me paying for the hat. The pom-poms dance in the air as he bounces with excitement. I put my hand on top of his head and both to calm him down and keep the hat from falling off. Thanks, Liao. Senpai lowers his head and gives an adorable look. Dang, how does he do that? He can't feel me. He's just trying to woo me, so I'll go to Miao Li with him, right? I won't fall for his schemes. Are you sure he isn't doing this all on purpose? The tiger came over just to mention that. For me to think that is one thing, but for him to say that as well. Well, now that we bought something, we should get going. Okay. We head off from the fuzzy hat store talking to each other as we walk down the street. Senpai ends up being distracted by every shop we walk past that interests him. Personally, I don't understand clothes, jewelry, video games and the such, but I am happy to keep Senpai company. After a while, Senpai says he wants to get a gift for me. So he ends up getting me a husky plush toy that matches his hat. Even though it's cute, I don't think I have a place to put it. Afterwards, Senpai goes through a few clothes stores, but doesn't end up buying anything. In one store, ends up trying on a large hooded jumper, showing off with all the charm he can muster, turning to me and pulling the collar down with one hand. The jumper fits him snugly, but as tempting as it is, I don't fall for his ploy. Eventually, after wandering around the whole marketplace, we return to where we started. I'm tired, we've been walking for ages at this point. I must be visibly straining to the point where Senpai picks up on it. Hey, Liao, you look tired. Wanna take a rest and get something to eat? Yeah, but we probably shouldn't eat this one so close to dinner. We'll just get something small then. I know there's tasty fried chicken store nearby. Did you say fried chicken? Where the hell did he come from? What old man, you hungry or something? Well, I would like to try some of Liao's food. Offering it to you makes no difference to me, so I don't see why not. It's subtle, but I noticed Senpai grumbling under his breath when I said that. Alright, since we're all hungry, it's time to hurry up and get some grub. Senpai brings us to a food cart. If the line is this long, the food must be amazing. Well, let's hope it is. It took half an hour, but we eventually got some of the coveted fried chicken from the food cart. Afterwards, we buy 2 cups of fruit tea from another nearby store. Senpai attempts to hold the bag of fried chicken and his drink at the same time. Now he's trying to use the skewer to pick up the chicken from the bag as well. I hope he doesn't spill the tea everywhere. The aroma from the fried chicken is excellent, quite differently from ordinary varieties. Well, it's very special. A taste you'll never find anywhere else. Oh, trying to tempt me, are you? Fine, Leo, let me try some. With a cheeky smile, I pick up 2 pieces of chicken on the skewer and bring them up to Tiger's mouth. He bites into it and eats them directly from my hand. Whoa, you practically just spoon-fed him in public. Not bad. The taste is really special. Now that he's consumed the chicken is still there for me to eat. It doesn't surprise me anymore. I've seen it plenty of times, so I bite into the skewer of this decadent fried chicken. Whoa, the surface of the chicken is crisp. The soy-based sauce accompanies the juicy and chewy chicken perfectly without being salty at all. I've never had chicken like this. It really is special. It's delicious. I agree. Leo, give me some. Senpai has his mouth open, waiting for me to feed him. Senpai, can't you just eat your own? But if Leo doesn't feed me too, it's not fair. Senpai, unlike him, people can actually see you. Please don't embarrass me so much. No fair. Alright, how about just one piece? Yes, please. Reluctantly, I feed him one of my fried chicken. I'm worried someone saw that, but he licks his lips happily. God, it's almost like we're an actual real couple. I'm so happy to be fed by you, Liao. Senpai, sometimes you're such an idiot, you know. What? Isn't this what happens when you go out on a date? People on dates don't just feed each other in public. Senpai, do you just treat everyone like this? Like you keep talking about us being on a date, well, so... I hesitate just for a moment. Like, what happens if I ask this and things go badly? It totally ruined the atmosphere between us. I can't keep ignoring this. I've got to ask him eventually. Might as well be direct about it. Senpai, why do you want to be in a relationship with me? Senpai winks at me and swallows the chicken he was chewing on. It's because I want to stay with you, Liao. Don't you just want me to be the priest of your temple in Miaoli? Us being together doesn't matter to you, right? So it wouldn't just be inconvenient if I ended up in a relationship with Senpai. You don't want to bring Yanshuchi with you to Miaoli, right? Well, that's right. Actually, maybe I'll end up taking him to Miaoli, but it doesn't matter. Like you said, it's gonna take you more than 1 year to rebuild people's worship of my temple. That means we're gonna live together for a long while, right? If that happens, I need to make sure that Liao is happy with that. In that case, we wouldn't have needed to go out shopping today, huh? I mean, we'd have plenty of time together in Miaoli. Miaoli isn't nearly the same as Taipei. Miaoli is pretty much the countryside, while Taipei has all the cool shops, and Miaoli has lots of nice places too. Oh really, I don't know much about Miaoli. But even if we went back to Miaoli, Senpai, you wouldn't be Senpai anymore, right? You don't really need Senpai's body to reach me anymore, and you don't need to spread those rumors about us at the club. I did it because I want to get to know you, even if it's useless to me if I leave Taipei. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't do anything against Yanshuchi's will. It would feel natural to him when I leave his body. I possessed his body, so I'm responsible for him. Everything I do follows his personality and habits, so the shopping or dating are really all things Yan Chi would have done. I just have to get to know you in the same way he would. Yeah, I guess it's not being easy for you. But there's no way I'll give up after all. I've got to get Liao to help me. Wow. So then, how will you be after you leave Senpai's body? At that point, you wouldn't be forced to think and act like Yan Chi. Wouldn't you end up in a completely different person? Oh, so you're worried about that? Don't worry, I possessed him in the first place since our personalities are basically the same. When that happens, I'll just make sure I don't do anything weird. It's going to be totally okay. Alright, I still think it's strange though. Liao, you're overthinking it. Is it really not an issue? I'm still worried about it. But I guess I can't really pressure him anymore at this point. It's going to be fine, trust me, okay? You have my word. Senpai moves in close, but he's a bit shorter than me. Then he reaches and pats my shoulder softly with his paw. There's nothing to worry about. Oh hey, a sausage store, I'll go buy one. Our conversation ends just as he runs away. Aha, that was close. I could almost fall for his words.
Liao, I know I've said this too many times, but I still don't want you getting along with him.
That's because you still don't trust him, right?
A god who was once born a Yao Guai has no principles. The sweet of his words, the bitter of his lips. I caution you, Liao, don't trust everything he says.
But he's a god now. He isn't the same as a Yao Guai.
Even though the form might change, habits don't change that easily. One like him might do something and not even know it's wrong. Things would be fine if his Fudegong kept an eye on him, but right now, this far away from his temple, there's nothing keeping him in line. Who knows what that kitten could do?
Even so,
nevertheless, be careful.
Hey Liao, I'm back. I got some mini sausages. You two want some? Senpai suddenly shows her a bag of marinated cocktail sausages, cutting off my conversation with Tiger.
Yes.
Yes, Senpai, I'll have some. We kept wandering around the marketplace, taking in sights until we finished our dinner. Sometime later we headed home, for after a nice night walking through the markets. Man, who would have thought shopping all day could be so tiring? As soon as I get in the door, I make beeline straight for the bathroom, have a shower and head down to lie down on my bed. When I come out, I find Levitt sitting on my bed waiting for me. Has he just been waiting for me all day? I feel sorry for him. I'm still super tired, so I just lie on my bed and use my phone. As for the Senpai shower, I keep talking with him for a little after. Afterwards, we end up going to bed early for the night. After that weekend, my new college life, living in with 3 big cat spirits, pretty much began for real. I come and go from school as usual, but for the most part my life's been turned on its head. I mean, I've never wanted an ordinary, boring life, but I know for a fact no other college students have to deal with this. I've tried my best to keep things normal, but people still catch me talking to myself and, well, those rumors aren't great. I didn't have many friends at school as it stood, and that doesn't change to how things make better. Luckily, I can handle classes by myself. As far as club goes, the other guys still don't buy that there's nothing going on between me and Senpai. I don't even bother talking to him about it anymore. I've just learned to be okay about it. After all, getting rid of Senpai is mission impossible. All in all, I still can't stay living with these cats. It's something I've gotten used to. My room isn't big enough to give me any privacy. After all, I've got certain needs, you know. In the end, there's nothing else I can do but try to survive this. Besides, it's not like everything is to hate about it. I mean, it's not hard to find some enjoyment from living with 3 hot guys all the time, right? That day I was going to the bookstore to see if there's anything I would want to pick up and read for myself, and partially at the request of a certain guardian Tiger. Senpai had a class so he didn't come with. Of course Tiger was with me, but Leopard left as soon as we started browsing the shelves. I guess he doesn't really have too much interest in it, considering he can't read Chinese. So it was just Tiger and I browsing about the literature section as usual. I was keeping an eye out for a certain collection of short stories, but I couldn't see it on the shelves. Instead I resorted to looking around for anything that catches my interest. I checked over a few book covers, but none stuck my tastes, so I kept browsing along down the shop, finding myself in a corner that I don't ever recall paying attention to before.
Liao, may we take a look over there?
Tiger suddenly seemed very interested in a certain bookcase. I went over to see what was so curious about it. Her own textbooks. I was surprised at Tiger's interest in these school textbooks. It just looks like boring study material, Tom. Oh, a book on mobile phone development, And this one seems to be a tutorial on computer systems. You seem confused. I'm merely interested to discover how all your technology works. Do you believe we could find that type of resource here? Oh, maybe. Let me see. It took a while, but I finally found a book about the development of computers. Flipping through some pages, it looks like it has chapters on computer history, the development of the internet, and other related topics. I'm not too sure about Tiger's grasps on physics, but it seems like the explanations are given through analogous stories. He'll probably get the gist of it. Give this one a go. If that's what you want, I'll try and find some more. Certainly. The Guardian Tiger reaches for the book, pulling it out its chief form, proceeding to flip through a few pages. Not a terrible book at all. Yeah, did you end up locating the book you were searching for? Not yet. I'll keep looking for a bit. I believe I'll keep flipping through this for now. Good luck. Okay, have fun. The tiger paces over to the table and sits down, pensively reading his newly found textbook. Turning back to the literature section, I pick out a book to read. I promised that I'd wait for Senpai to finish class so we could walk back together, so I might as well do something while I'm waiting. I read my book, occasionally glancing over to see Tiger absorbed in his. As the hours passed, I was halfway through the novel, but he was almost at the back of his cover of his book already. There's no way my novel is bigger than that textbook. How does he read so fast? With a satisfying thump, Tiger closes the book. He then gets up to grab another from the shelf. Some time passes before I finish my book, just as I do, so Senpai finally calls me. That worked out nicely. Oh, Senpai, we're pretty much done at the bookstore. I'll be over in 5 minutes. Okay, I'll wait for you at the cafeteria. I quickly finished reading the last few pages. It was actually written quite well. I take a moment to ponder my feelings about the book, not even noticing that Tiger is still reading across from me. I guess he ended up finding another book. Tiger, it's time to go. Oh, yes. After being told that we need to leave, he promptly closes the book in his paws, though he seems a bit dejected about having to stop. You only started reading that one. Why not buy it if you want to keep reading it later? Can we? I asked Tiger to show me what book he was reading. It's not cheap. The price is a bit... If it is that expensive, then we shouldn't buy it. I could see the disappointment behind his words. Buy it. It'll be a nice gift for him. So just remember, buying this book means no junk food for you this month. I shouldn't be letting you waste money on me. It's not a waste of money. I'm just curious about why you want to read up on this stuff. Oh, well, to simply put it, I yearn to keep up to date with the kids of today. So this book might be helpful to you. I don't think that any kid would have read a book like that, but someone like Tiger who doesn't know a thing about modern technology could probably find it useful. Let's buy it. When I have the time, I might flip through it as well. Thanks. It's nothing. I take the book over to the cashier. Alright, let's not keep Senpai waiting, we've got to go. Okay. I put the book in my bag and left with Tiger to meet with Senpai for dinner. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe and set all notifications to all. Subscribe to my main channel and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you all next time. Be sure to share the channel and my main channel. So we're close to 8,000 on our main and we're close to 200 on our current channel. I'll see you all next time. Have an amazing day.